Hey everybody, it is me, Pacific. Okay, so 2 videos in one day. What a deal. More for your money, even though you don't have to pay for it. I was thinking about something earlier, before the other video, and it was this. I have to bash on Hollywood. Why is it that we as a country are so enamored with people that we call stars, celebrities, sports heroes, when they don't care about us at all? I was reading in the news this morning about Justin Bieber and his disrespect for a sports team and their logo. And I hear in the news snippets and I read stuff about his speeding tickets and offending his neighbors in his rich neighborhood. Justin Bieber is a loser. He may make the big money, but he's got a bunch of immature teenage girls obsessing over him. And most of these girls don't have a clue what is coming upon this country. What bothers me about the rock and roll stars of today, not just the fact they're just singing over and over about sex, getting high, getting drunk, party, and all kinds of just ridiculous behavior, is they're promoting a lifestyle where all these teens think that they're going to be the next best singer and make the millions. Teenagers, I got a message for you. Not everybody can be at the top. And if that's what is called the top today, you would do well to be at the bottom. No offense. I don't know Justin Bieber, but I'll bet you that man hasn't worked a physical hard day once in his life. I bet you he's never done landscaping, never driven a school bus, never been an apartment manager, never been in construction, never worked in factories. In other words, the guy doesn't have a job. People will say, oh, you're just jealous. I'm not jealous. What makes me sick is the upside downness of this society. That we turn everything upside down and we manage to say that living on top of a toilet is the good life. Sadly, many Americans are like sheep. They keep tithing to these people and giving their money at these people and throwing their money at these people, not caring that the fans that the celebrities they worship could care less about its fans. All they care about is pleasing themselves, living the good life, dating as many as they can, screwing up as much as they can, and because they're celebs, get away with murder, i.e. Michael Jackson, hello, sleeping with children. Funny, any normal, nominal, everyday average Joe did that, it'd be all over the front page of that town or city's local news, and he'd be hauled off to court and tried. So, what am I saying? Why do we put these stars and celebs on a pedestal? I don't know why. I don't know why, because they don't care about us. They don't care about anybody. And when you watch who they vote for and who they get behind, that ought to tell you everything. It is finally dawning on me more and more and more. I read an ad today for a girl looking for a boyfriend, and in big capital letters, no Republicans. Okay, now I'm not here to defend the Republicans. I got a problem with both Democrats and Republicans. But it's interesting. You get on Craigslist, and it seems like the majority of the people posting on there are flaming liberal and flamingly open to everything and anything. Now, I'm not knocking too hard because I've done my own liberal living, so to speak. But politically and theologically, I am very much conservative. People say, oh, he's a Republican. No, I typically vote for Republicans because those are the only choices we have that are really going to make it, Democrat or Republican. What bothers me is today's young people, they really don't know about any of the issues. They're just going to go for the one that supports pot, the one that supports illegal immigration, the one that supports food stamps, handouts, having babies on welfare, supports abortion and homosexual behavior, and I'm watching something. Today I walked to the store, a city bus pulled around a parked beverage semi, and his back bumper caught the front bumper, just the very edge of it, pulled the front bumper back and damaged the back bumper of the city bus. The driver supervisor there, cop was there, And when I got out of the store and everything, they're still doing paperwork. What bothers me about that is that my job, if I bump into something, just a simple bump into something with a bus, I don't care if there's no damage or not, you have to call it in. The supervisor comes out, you have to fill out a report, and you could possibly get fired depending on what happened, even if it's just an honest accident. And I mean minor. Contrast that to working as a CDL driver for any CDL outfit, and you got to fill out reams of paperwork, be analyzed by a board, supervisors, and safety committees, and possibly let go, to the thousands of people in the United States, hundreds of thousands that are uninsured, crash into somebody's car, leave the scene. I'm noticing more and more in Denver and in Spokane, and see parked cars completely smashed. Some idiot hits them in the middle of the night and leaves. They don't call it in. And what do we do with drunk drivers in this country? What do we do with people that actually break the law and do things and caught without insurance? I've heard stories of cops letting an uninsured motorist continue on after being written a ticket. Really? They should tow the car. They should put the SOB in jail, because anybody who's driving without insurance and hits somebody, that's a selfish idiot. Don't tell me, well, maybe they can't afford it. Well, then take the bus, partner, or find a ride share or something. It is dawning on me more and more that in American society, the laws that are set up and the stuff that is set up is designed to punish the good guy and allow the scofflaws and the losers and the people sucking and bringing our society down to flourish. You want to put up a fence in your backyard in Lakewood, Colorado, or Denver, you'd better get a zoning permit, and it has to be so high and inspected and approved, and you got to pay fees and this and that. You can't even do what you want on your own property without all kinds of things. They punish the good guys, not the illegals, not the druggies, not all the people out there causing all kinds of problems. That being said, we elevate turds to a pedestal. Sports heroes, sports stars, and athletes, and Hollywood's finest, and rock stars, and people that really have got problems. What is Hollywood doing for you other than providing cheesy, sleazy, costly entertainment via cable, the movies, videos, whatever? They contribute nothing to the American landscape except a downward slide, morally, societally speaking, and on it goes. You know what bothers me about that? We elevate people that really don't give a damn about anybody. I talked about in my last video about domestic helpers in Hong Kong and the thankless job they do. With the exception of some good bosses and employers that hire them, they are slaves. And what bothers me in this country is the people who do their everyday jobs, like the little ladies or the elderly ladies, or even women at Walmart that ring up your stuff every day, that put up with garbage all day long coming through the checkout line. Most of them are polite to me. They make minimum wage. They're nice to me. They do their job with joy and cheerfulness, and I always say thank you so much. And when somebody's exceptionally nice, I comment. They're not put on a pedestal. The guy driving your city bus isn't hardly thanked at all by the scumbags that ride a bus. And I'm sorry, I've ridden the city bus, and there's a lot of scumbags on there. Don't even say thanks. And they yell at the driver, and they cuss him out, and they don't do what they're supposed to do. I always thank my driver. I always thank the pilots and the stewardesses when I'm getting off the airplane. I thank the waitress. Who are the heroes in our society? Who are the people that should be put up on a pedestal? Those that do their jobs well and service with a smile, genuinely from their heart. Those that are trying to raise quality children. Those that care and are trying to make a difference in this crazy American society. Now, somebody gets in an accident in a commercial vehicle, yes, they need to process it. But what bothers me is a simple little ding like that with two bumpers today is going to be tied up for hours and days, and there's going to be an investigation, and the driver will probably lose his job or be retrained or whatever. Gone are the days where somebody bumped something on accident and they called them in the office and said, hey, let's be careful out there. If you need more training, we can give it to you, but this isn't serious, but watch yourself. Not anymore. But meanwhile, people without insurance, illegals, and people can come into this country, do what they want. And somebody wrote me on my video and said, so what? I'm illegal. I work hard to take care of my parents back home. Guess what I've got to say to that, lady? La-di-da. If you want to be a citizen in this country, do it right. But don't come here and earn money under the table and be an illegal and tell me that I'm not hurting anybody. America has made it possible for bad people to flourish, and it's getting harder for good people. America is not encouraging manners or respect, starting from the White House, the Congress, the House, and the Senate on down. There are some exceptional politicians out there, but they get lost in the avalanche and landslide of bad. I'll tell you what, it's amazing when I look at the entitlement mentality of American women, and they got their cushy little jobs and their little husbands to take care of them, and they can drive around and be sassy and rude in their SUV and texting while in traffic. And a domestic helper in Hong Kong makes $400 a month, lives in a tiny cracker box sized bedroom, and those women are nicer and often prettier natural beauty than any American white woman, hands down. Why do I say that? Because I want to emphasize it over and over and over. It needs to be emphasized. And here's why. Because people in America don't have perspective or contrast anymore. All they see is right here. So as I was walking home, I was thinking about this. I don't care about Hollywood's who's who. I don't care about the rock stars. I find myself analyzing lyrics more. I thought the song was cute. Got $20 in my pocket. I'm going to pop some tags. Well, then I heard the unedited version and I was appalled. All the profanity, all the garbage. It's a crappy song. But you know what's sad? It's making money and the teenagers want to hear it. This year, I'm going to have to make a decision on my bus. Because the more I listen to this music, I have a problem. Why should I be playing this for these kids that are problematic anyway, and then I'm playing garbage for them? I am becoming more and more convinced that I need not do it. They'll be upset because they can't have their MTV while I'm driving them home. But when I listen to the words and what they're singing about, it's about getting high, party, and then that new song out now, something like, I just want to get lucky and blah, 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 which is all about getting some. Yeah, and we put these people on pedestals in our country. I'm amazed at all of the people who put Obama on the pedestal as well. And they wear their little stickers proud, and they wave their gay flags proud, and I support Obama. And I sit there and go, wow. And those of us that believe in values and all that, most of us have become quiet, shamefaced, and are afraid to speak up. Why? It does appear that America is really controlled, now more than ever, by the liberal loser left. Pot smoking is proliferating in Denver. It is very hard for me to find somebody my age on down that is not into 420, drinking, smoking, or some kind of drug activity. Amazing. When I was a kid, it was just the opposite. Most people did not engage in those behaviors. This is Pacific, signing off. But just one last word. I don't care about Hollywood. I don't care about who these people are. They're nothing. Why our society puts them on a pedestal, pays them the big money, and worships them is beyond my ability to understand. When people tell me that we are evolving and that we're products of evolution, I have to laugh and say, really? Where's the evidence that we're going upward? I see us going downward. We're paying thugs. in rap music. We're paying thugs and immature little baby boys like Justin Bieber, who never worked a hard physical labor day in their life, big money to produce crap. I don't think we're evolving at all. And I don't believe in evolution, for those of you that know me. But my biggest argument against it, aside from the fossil record and all the other stuff that's overwhelmingly against evolution, and people will say, why do you got to bring religion to this? There's nothing religious about what I'm saying. We're talking science here. By the way, I want to say something else. For those of my fans that say you have a great video until you brought religion into it. Why? Because I mentioned the G word? Is that equivalent to the F word now? For some it is. The reason I bring God into my videos is because God is not part and parcel and separated out of my life. He is my life. I'm not trying to sell you on Jesus, but I'm going to say something. He does exist. He is real. His word is true. Whether you choose to believe it or not, that's entirely your prerogative. But to tell me and censor me saying that I can't bring my belief system into my videos, that's craziness. Our philosophy, whatever it is, our belief system colors us. And because I believe God is there, he's in every arena of life. Americans like to say separation of church and state. Well, I got news for you. God oversees the entire globe. He can raise up and tear down any leader, any president, any king or queen, and has. And God supersedes the state, and he supersedes the church, and he supersedes all of our little opinions. God is God. Let there be no mistake about it. God comes into this equation because my framework of belief rests on that. Do I do everything right? No, I don't. I've got a long ways to go. But I cannot negate nor deny what he has shown to me, and that he has proven his existence to me over and over again. I've seen it in answered prayer. I see it by watching our society do cartwheels to get away from this idea of God, creationism, and I look at what they're giving us back instead. Rotten fruit. Homosexuality, abortion, cussing, rap music, more sleaze and trash from Hollywood. And you people who believe in evolution think that that's good stuff for our society? I'm sure I'll hear an atheist or two say, come on, Pacific, some of us are moral too. I know that. But by and large, the people that are the biggest condoners of evolutionary teaching are those that are acting out some pretty horrific lifestyles. How far is this going to go before these young people just start terrorizing everything, including your nice little neighborhood that's safe right now? Just wondering. Hey, this is Pacific, and this time I'm signing off. Bye-bye.